Hey guys, Mike here. So I thought we'd have a little fun today and, look at companies that have just been hammered down that I have no doubt, and I'll be shocked if they don't get acquired by somebody this year, because that's how these, larger companies like Apple and Google and all the rest of them that have just billions of dollars in cash sitting around, that's what they do, right? You saw this with Microsoft recently with the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, and, it was down 45%. Of course, now it's up on the news, but they waited till that stock was just, that company was just hammered down at a great valuation, scooped them up. You're seeing this with Peloton being beaten down. You see right here about the chart. I mean, it's going way down. Obviously, a couple companies now, there's rumors they're going to try to acquire them. And you see the stock pop, of course. And so this is what happens in times like this, when companies are being cut in half, cut, by almost 2/3. This is when they come in and get them for pennies on the dollar, right? Because they need to grow. And sometimes how you do that, or a lot of times how you do that, is you just acquire a company that, basically complements what you're doing, or maybe you're trying to have a whole new business segment and you just like what they do. So you can start taking their cash and obviously putting their income on the books for you and continue to grow, okay? And so, I got a list in different industries I'm going to break out for you. And then when I'm done, in the comments, hit us up. Let us know what companies you think are primed acquisition targets for this year and next year, okay? So if you're getting out of this, hit the like and subscribe button for me, guys. Really appreciate that. And let's get into this. Now, one reason I think this is going to happen, you can see this was 2021 to the right over there. I mean, massive amount of deals done in 2021, like a new record over there. And so the first industry I'm talking about is the fintech or payment processing sector, because the traditional banks see the writing on the wall, right? They're closing branches at a record pace right now. They know their traditional clients, they love going into branches. The new up-and-coming generations don't care about that. They want a one-stop shop and all that. And so they could do it. You got a Visa, you got MasterCard. They're always looking for new technology and new ways to attract new customers. They could be acquiring some of these companies, especially now that they're down so much. And we'll start off with Square, which of course is now Block. But this one's down 65%, guys. So that is a sweet deal for them. You got PayPal, another huge one. This one's sitting down 61% right now with no end in sight. Then you're looking at SoFi. This one's down almost 52% right now, and it has earnings coming up, so it might drop even farther because all the rest of them have dropped on earnings. Then you look at Lending Club, which got clobbered during earnings. This one right here is down 65%. And then you look at Affirm. This one right here is down almost 64%, for crying out loud. And there just really isn't any end in sight to when the bleeding is going to stop for these companies. You would think higher interest rates on one side will help, right? If you're lending out money and you have your bank charter, which some of those companies do. But on the other end, I guess, if you're trying to raise a lot of capital and you're, a high growth stock like SoFi or some of the rest of them are, then yes, that will probably hurt you on the other side of it. And so it's kind of a catch-22 right now, because everybody's going for value, and the traditional bank stocks are actually going up right now. So these are going down massively. But if you are a traditional bank or a Visa or a MasterCard, like I said, my God, the valuations are, doesn't get much lower. It could go lower, but what a perfect time to try to make this transition, because they're trying to do it on their own in a way, but that takes forever. But you can go out and acquire somebody who has the technology, a bank charter in place, all this other stuff already there, and bring them in. That to me could happen. And so let me know what you think in the comments about those, or if there's some out there I might have missed. But another industry to think about is the pet industry, right? Multi-billions of dollars we spend on our pets, right? And look at two stocks right here that have just been hammered down, right? I mean, Chewy's the biggest name, right? 63%. This company has been beat down, right? And another one, which is a SPAC, is actually Bark, B-A-R-K. And this one right here has done nothing but gone down ever since it came public. And it's down 80% right now, right? They both have subscription models. And I forgot who Chewy actually owns. And so those are two names, especially Chewy. It wouldn't surprise me at all with their subscription model and stuff, seeing them get bought out by some large company is looking to get in this segment, because I mean it's going to continue to grow. The projections are huge. It's amazing how much money we spend on our pets every year, and I have 2 dogs, so I know all about it. And so that's something. And if I forgot one of the companies that's in this area, let me know down in the comments, or who you think would be a prime candidate to buy something like Chewy or even Bark Owl, if that's the case. Another industry that I think is prime for a buyout is the gambling industry, right? I mean, you got Penn National Gaming down 66%. You're sitting here with DraftKings, this one, which of course it bought out Golden Nugget Online Gaming already, but this one's down 70% right now. And this is just one of those industries that's going to be booming over the coming years. And so I don't know, regulation-wise, I don't know what it would take for something like an MGM or a Wynn or one of the others to come in and purchase one of these companies, or for that matter, any organization, because there's a lot of regulations behind all that. But, these companies, I mean, have just been hammered, right? They're some of those stocks where you go, can't go any lower, can it? Yes, it can. And so, that right there, though, the way sports betting is going, online gaming is going, I can just imagine somebody coming in, especially with DraftKings already owning Golden Nugget Online Gaming already, and there's a couple other companies out there in this space as well. But, I can absolutely see them getting bought out by one of the big ones, or somebody just looking to get in this space for that matter. Again, it's the regulations where I kind of go, I don't really know them well enough to even speak on that. But, why not? If the future is going to be huge for these companies as soon as the market actually brings them back in favor. And so the next one I'm looking at is real estate. And so if you're one of those companies looking to get into real estate and the iBuying business, if this really is the way it's going to go, you got Open Door down 75% from its peak. And you got Redfin down a whopping 71% right now. And really with those two, I don't know if I see more of an acquisition, but I could definitely see a merger between one of the 4 companies in this. There's 2 others that are beaten down just as bad, but I could definitely see something like that taking place, almost like something like you see with DraftKings and Golden Nugget Online Gaming. I could definitely see that. So, one of the last 2 I'm going to go into, and this is a big one, I definitely see a merger acquisition going on here, is with the social media platforms. I mean, you just look, you got Pinterest sitting here down a whopping 71%. And then you got Twitter sitting down here getting just destroyed. It's down around 56%. Then you're sitting here with Snapchat, which is very popular. It was down around 65, good on earnings. Now it's still down around 56%. And so these are definitely one of the 3, and maybe there's another one out there of, that I could easily see in one of the larger companies snapping these companies up at the kind of valuations they're at right now. Does it mean they can't go lower? Absolutely they can go lower, as we've seen. So maybe they get a better valuation. But they do have a good sustainability when it comes to growing members, and especially this younger generation. That's what all the companies are about, is trying to bring in this younger generation and attract them. And I know Snapchat and all these are very popular platforms for that. And so I could definitely see that. And the last one I'm going to cover, and if this one doesn't get acquired, I'll be shocked, honestly, the valuation is at right now, but it's in the healthcare industry, is Teladoc, guys. I mean, this stock is down 77%. It was over $300 less than a year ago, and now it's sitting at $70. And with the healthcare industry shifting and changing like it is, then, I can absolutely see some huge company going out and buying this company. I mean, you see how like CVS and Walgreens, they go out and buy insurance companies, right? And just how everything's merging together. There's no such thing as a monopoly anymore, it seems like. And so I can absolutely see one of these companies going out here and snapping up Teladoc, which honestly, how far down it is. Yes, I can see this one happen. I'll be surprised if somebody does not merge or snap up Teladoc in the next year or 2. I'll just be stunned, But it's just my thoughts on it. Those are the kind of companies I came across with the certain industries. And so let me know your thoughts in the comments, and also let me know the companies maybe you're looking at and say, wow, I think this would be a great fit for an acquisition or a merger this year. And these companies, maybe they'll make a comeback, but even to get back to where they're at, it'll take a long time. So thought we'd have a little fun with it, look at it. I won't be surprised at all to see something happen to these companies this year or even next year. And so let me know your thoughts, guys. If you got anything out of it, hit the like, subscribe button. I really appreciate that. Share it on social media platforms. That's something else I appreciate. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, one day closer to the CPI data coming out this week, which I think is what everybody's waiting on. And with crypto making a comeback, if you want to open an account with BlockFi, you can by clicking on that link down below. End up getting almost 8% on your Stablecoins, anywhere from 4 to 4.5% on your Bitcoin and Ethereum as well, guys. Have a good one.